Hello. I've been away, as you probably realized. It's been kind of needlessly stressful few months for me, and I'm trying to figure out how best to go about things, I suppose. But it is 2023. Happy New Year. I'm trying to find the best way to both do things that I like and be able to not wear myself out with stress. Slow going, let me tell you. Last year, 2022, I didn't get as much figured out as I would have liked. And of course, didn't really look back retrospectively on that until like December. This year, I try to do a list every year. At one point, I made a list for the year. I made a list for the next, I think, 2 years, and then a list for the next 5 years. I don't think I went to 10 years, but I made several lists to kind of help me stay on track for, I don't know what I want to accomplish, I guess. And surprise, surprise, I think I've only done a couple of them. Um, Very fortunately for me, I can't find that list. Normally, I would be devastated. I would be like, oh no, I can't find the list. I spent so much time working on it. I am so glad I can't find it. I don't want to be reminded of how terribly the last few years have gone as far as what I thought I wanted to be doing. It is what it is. So, this year's list, I'm not going to go over anything, I'm just going to go over a couple of things. Want to, as far as like physical things, I know a lot of people have like lose 10 pounds or get into better shape, start eating healthier. Of course, I have things like that on my list, but I have specific goals as well. If for no other reason than just my mental health is, I I don't like how I feel when it is dictated by the number on the scale, mostly because I can never reach it, and it always feels like it's just right there. So as far as my health goals, I have a couple that are like, I'll eat healthier, things that are, healthier for me as well as healthier for the environment. But the big ones that I have on here, number one, learn to be able to do the splits. My other one is to be able to climb a rope, like by myself. I do have, I used to go to the gym constantly. I used to go daily. And it got to a point where if I didn't go to the gym, if I didn't, you know, do my 30 minutes or whatever, I felt, well, like a failure. if if there has been one good thing that has happened in the last few years, it's the fact that my gym closed down for a little bit when everything closed down, and I kind of trained myself out of the mindset that I'm a failure if I don't do something that the world expects me to do. Next couple of things on here are read a book a month, and I've already read my first one. I do count audiobooks as books that I have read because I have consumed it. It just seems weird to write down consume a book a month. So there we go. A bunch of writing ones. I finished the outline for one of the sequels to my books. Figure out a proper title for a book that I started end of 2020. A couple of different classes that I have online, and a couple of different projects. So as of right now, this list is relatively extensive. but not like too extensive. All of the goals that I have on here are reachable, which is great. And that was another thing that it took me becoming entirely overwhelmed to finally see that, hey, just because you have a really big list doesn't mean that it's good to have so many goals. Sometimes it's better to have a list with 7 achievable things on it, as opposed to having a list that is 4 pages long. Because it's like, oh yeah, look, here are my goals. But, I mean, if you can't achieve any of those goals, what's the point? I have a couple of things that I haven't written down on here. Redecorate a few things. I have gotten a couple of things to kind of hopefully help me with staying organized. I've got a couple of planners that there does appear to be a theme, and I didn't intend for that. Am I in my Baroque era? What's going on here? This is a weekly planner, and this is a big old desk calendar. I used to love getting these and then just like this massive thing and just like pinning it on my wall, using it as my actual calendar, because you can actually write on all of the spaces and put detailed bits in there. But I got this one from Target. I think it was $5. Yeah, $5. And it is like a white and gold marble. And it has spaces that I can actually write things out on here, which is great. And then this one just came in, and I love it. It's amazing. Like, the pictures that they had don't do it justice. This looks great. But this is a weekly calendar, and it's also like white and gold marble. So I'm like, okay, all right. Nearly as big as the days that I have on my big calendar, I do also have a weekly to-do list, a weekly focus right here. And then I have a habit tracker, which is going to be, I would like to think it's going to be helpful in helping me achieve a few of my goals. It always starts on Monday. And I understand why they do it, just from like a grouping, a mentality kind of standpoint, but I don't like it. I'm working on getting certified in a few things. I do have a list of projects that I'm working on right now. Mostly, I don't have a schedule, which sucks. A couple of key projects that I'm working on. Don't want to just make something for the sake of making something. I don't want to have a video out just for the sake of, oh well, I have a schedule, let's do this. I'm gonna try and post as regularly as I can, but I want every project that I work on, everything that I post, to actually like be good. I know there have been a couple of videos that I've had where I have made a thing, and then in my conclusion I'm already talking about things that I would fix, and I don't want to do a bad job or rush something just for the sake of getting a video out. I don't think that's very satisfying for you, and I know for a fact it's not very satisfying for me. So I'm gonna work on that. I have a couple of remakes that I'm planning already this year, and I have a couple of costumes specifically for certain dates / times. Those are my aspirations, I suppose, for 2023. I just figured that maybe you guys would like an update of what's going on. I'm gonna do something I would prefer to not just constantly be mediocre. If I'm gonna devote time and energy and effort to something, I want to, have it show that I care about it. So I hope that anyone who has goals for this year, I hope that we can work on them together. In the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Bye.